All right, let's talk about this AI gold rush, because right now, almost everyone is digging in the wrong spot. So today, we're going to unpack a strategy that's, well, a little counterintuitive, but it could be the thing that separates the big winners from everyone else left in the dust.
I mean, you can feel it, right? It's in the air. This crazy sense of urgency. It's like a massive window of opportunity just flew open, and everybody knows, deep down, it is not staying open for long.
And look, this quote right here, this isn't some fantasy, sci-fi movie stuff. This is from OpenAI and Harvard scientists. This is the timeline that's fueling this whole frenzy. We're not just talking about some cool new apps. No, this is about rewiring the entire planet. And the scariest part? It's all happening way, way faster than any of us are actually ready for.
So that prediction, it basically boils down to this one number: 24 months, 2 years. That's the window. That's all the time we might have to get ourselves in the right position to, and I'm not exaggerating here, build generational wealth. Because after that, the rules of the game could change completely.
And of course, when an opportunity is this huge, you know what comes next. A massive wave of FOMO, fear of missing out. It's everywhere. Everyone is just scrambling, basically tripping over each other, trying to stake their claim in this new digital world.
But here's the catch. In that frantic rush, with all that FOMO driving them, most people are making a huge, fundamental mistake. They're asking the completely wrong question. And honestly, it's a mistake that could cost them everything.
And look, the problem isn't their hustle. People are working hard. The problem is their focus. See, they're all asking this one question that's just leading them straight down a dead end. I mean, you've seen it. It's all over social media, right? Everyone's starting an AI agency or building the next game-changing AI app. But here's the brutal truth from what we've seen. 99% of these businesses, they're built on quicksand. Why? Because they all skip the one crucial foundational step that actually makes a difference.
And this is where we flip the script. You know that saying, when everyone's looking left, you should probably look right? That's exactly it. While the whole crowd is stampeding in one direction, the real opportunity, the lasting one, is on that quieter, less traveled path. It's about finding that edge that the loud majority just completely misses. Okay, so check this out. This slide gets right to the heart of it. It's a total reframe. The wrong question, the one everyone is asking, is what's changing because of AI? They're all obsessed with the new, shiny stuff. But the right question, the billion-dollar question, is the exact opposite. What isn't changing because of AI? What's timeless? What's going to stick around no matter what? And that question, that's what leads us to the real gold in this whole rush. It's not an app, it's not a company. It's building a skill that AI can supercharge, but can never, ever truly replace.
Yeah, think of it like this. It's your anchor in a hurricane. Seriously. While everybody else is chasing these little trends that disappear in a week, you're building your foundation on solid rock. And here's the kicker. A skill like this becomes more valuable, not less, as the world gets flooded with all this cheap, mediocre AI-generated stuff.
So what are we talking about? Skills like sales, copywriting, web design, running ads, these are timeless because they solve fundamental human and business problems. And the key here is simple. Pick one that actually fits you. If you're an extrovert who loves to talk, awesome, pick sales. If you're a writer at heart, go deep on copywriting. The point is, don't fight who you are. Lean into it.
Okay, so you've picked your skill. Great. Now what? How do you actually turn that into a real high-income career? Well, it's not about hoping for the best. There is an exact 4-step roadmap to get there.
And this is it. 4 simple steps. This is basically your compass. It's designed to cut through all that shiny object syndrome noise and help you build something real, something profitable, something that lasts.
So, step 1 is all about laser focus. Get insanely good at that one skill you chose. Then, step 2, and this is huge, forget about building a big fancy agency. Forget juggling 20 different bosses. Just find one client, and dedicate all your energy to getting them absolutely mind-blowing results. That's it, period.
Now, as you're doing that great work, step 3 kicks in. Document everything. I mean everything. The wins, yeah, but also the struggles, the whole process. Because all of that documentation, that becomes the bedrock of your personal brand. It's the proof that you know what you're doing. And then, for step 4, you take all that proof and leverage it to launch your own thing.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Sounds good in theory, but does it actually work? Well, let's talk about what this looks like in the real world.
I want to tell you about a guy named Emil, because his story of going from absolutely zero to life-changing money by following this exact roadmap is, well, it's pretty incredible. So, before he figured this out, Emil was stuck in that same trap we were just talking about. He was chasing every shiny object you can imagine, lost a ton of money on drop shipping, burned cash in crypto, nearly went crazy trying to run a social media marketing agency. All it got him was debt and complete burnout. Honestly, he was about to quit.
And then he made a choice, a really disciplined one. He just shut out all the noise. He put his ego on the shelf and went all in on mastering just one skill, creating killer short-form content. And with that laser focus, he landed his first client.
So he followed the plan to a T, mastered the skill, got insane results for that one client, documented his entire journey, and then he turned his proven process into a productized service he could sell to others. And the result? $40,000.
And you have to get this. That wasn't revenue. That was pure profit. In his first 27 days. And now, he's on track to make over $100,000 a month. This is not luck. This is what happens when you follow a focused, proven strategy.
So it all comes down to this really interesting paradox, right? The more the world goes crazy for AI services, the more it's going to crave people who have actual fundamental skills. Real human expertise, that is the new gold. So let's just forget about chasing the next shiny AI trend for a minute. The real billion-dollar question, the one you need to ask yourself today is this: what timeless skill are you going to build over these next 24 months? Because that answer, well, that's what's going to define your future.